I'm a chemical engineer turned IP lawyer, and while I'm the Chief IP Counsel and Vice President of General Electric Company, all of which accomplishments I'm intensely proud, I think we all know that I'm here speaking to you out of pity as the poor guy who's been battling brain cancer for 2.5 years. However, as strange as this may sound, being diagnosed with brain cancer was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Don't think for a second that I'm making light of this issue. The perspective I hope to bring is one of trying to find balance. Does it matter? Just be happy. Don't fight it. Just, there's no reason not to be happy every day of your life. Life is a gift. Take it for what it is and make the most of it. You can be happy through almost anything.
The affection, the admiration, the respect was very evident for Carl. That's the kind of guy Carl was. He just brought people together naturally.
No one could miss his smile. When he came into the room, he lit up the room.
What made Carl extraordinary was who he was as a person. He was just an inspirational person to be around, and there was nobody who met Carl that wasn't touched by his presence.
A man who was gracious, a man who was intelligent, and a man who always took into account the needs of others.
Carl was a bit of a mentor to me in the IP field. I was able to bounce things off Carl that I wasn't really able to ask other people in the field. Very helpful, of course, when that's your brother.
Such a wonderful friend, colleague, both professionally and personally. I feel privileged to have known Carl and to have had the opportunity to work with him.
Working with Carl was often very rewarding. Carl was a very, very good lawyer. He knew how to apply the law, and he could foresee where the law was likely to go.
IP issues for Carl were not just GE issues or what would benefit GE. They were what was the best for the system.
Everything was in the furtherance of IPO and its values and its purpose.
IP is in my DNA, as my father and 2 uncles are engineers and inventors. However, since my diagnosis with a rare form of brain cancer in 2014, protecting the IP that drives the innovation engine has become extremely personal in nature. As one who is literally betting my life on 2 different inventions patented during my tenure as GE's Chief IP Officer, I can promise you there is no force to rival that of creative genius.
He never shied away from the hard issues. I think he was drawn to the hard issues, so I think that's one reason why he was so successful. He's competitive. He wanted to win.
I hope Carl's legacy will be one of dedication first and foremost.
One of the legacies that he's going to leave at IPO is service to others, and he loved to do it. It wasn't just a job or a task for him, it's something that he was passionate about.
Carl's legacy would be team building. Carl always believed strongly in the idea of we work as a team. We are a team, whether it's a small team or a big team, we approach all things as a team.
The one word I think of when I think of Carl is selfless.
Ultimate empathy. I think he believed that's when you truly build a team, that's when you're able to truly help others, is when you have ultimate empathy for who they are and what they're doing.
Caring. He always cared about people so much. He cared about his work at the IPO, and he cared about IPO.
One word to sum up Carl is humility.
Maybe one word would be inclusive. People just gravitated to Carl.
Hero. He was really a hero to everybody in every aspect of his life, particularly at the end.
As I watched him work through his disease, he never, ever complained. As I think back on Carl and I think about one word that I would chalk up in his memory, it would be courage. Singularly, one of the most courageous men I've ever met in my life.